Dr. Usha, what is pelvic organ prolapse? How serious it is, and what is the treatment of it?
Okay. So we have the uterus, you have the cervix, you have the vagina. So any of this, it's like your face is sagging. Similarly, your uterus can sag down because the ligaments have become loose. Your vagina can sag down because the connective tissue has become loose. So this is what we call uterine prolapse or the vaginal prolapse. Okay. Now the front wall of the vagina, where the bladder is sitting when it comes down, we call it anterior or the front wall prolapse. The back wall where the bowel is sitting, that drags the bowel down, so that is the posterior vaginal prolapse. And then the whole uterus is coming down, that's prolapse. So majority of the women as they age, plus if they've had pregnancies and whether normal delivery or cesarean, with normal delivery the laxity increases more because there is more dragging that happens. So eventually, most of the women will have some kind of prolapse, little bit of laxity of the vagina, little bit of laxity of the uterus. So it's like sort of grade 1 kind of a thing. So it's before you were pregnant, you're never going to be your uterus and your vagina is never going to be the same after you become pregnant and you deliver a baby. Okay,
Right.
and your vagina and uterus are not going to be the same at the age of 25 and to 45. Okay, so the aging process also makes a difference. Minimum prolapse, we don't really do anything. It doesn't cause any symptoms. So patients know that they have it and that's accepted. Sometimes when the prolapse gets worsened, then the grades start increasing. Then patients can have problems passing urine, sometimes can have urinary leaks because the laxity is so much. They can have problems passing stools. They can have problems of things coming out of the vagina all the time. You know, they can feel something coming out. So a bulge coming out of the vagina.
Right.
So, and a dragging sensation because the uterus is getting pulled down kind of a thing.
Right. So that's the stage, I think, where the surgery is advisable.
Yeah. So surgery, so when patients of prolapse come to me, there are a lot of patients, especially back home in India, you see from the rural side, they would have had prolapse which was hanging out almost out of their vagina.
Yeah.
But they've just accepted thinking that this is normal. After I've had 5 children, this is the state of my being, so I'm okay with it kind of a thing. Only when people start realizing this is not normal, they come to see the doctor. So many of the times prolapse patients don't come to see the doctor, even the educated ones. They think that, it's probably, this is the way it is supposed to be. Okay. So, and also when they come to us and they actually don't have absolutely any problem. I tell them it's already coming out, and it is, if I remove it and if I do a good repair, you will feel much better. You might not be appreciating how bad you're feeling,
Right.
but you'll feel better. But unless you are experiencing some symptoms and unless you are uncomfortable with it, if you don't, I'm not going to force you to do the surgery.
Right.
Because you are the one, we're not doing a life-saving surgery here.
Right.
If you don't do surgery for your prolapse, nothing will happen to you. The prolapse will stay like that. It will get worse over a time period. Your symptoms will increase, whatever symptoms you're asking, but you will not die out of prolapse.
Med Talks by Dr. Anitha, making medicine more human.